The date of 2012 is shaping up to be unlike anything the globe has ever seen. The date and events are a true phenomenon of epic proportions. Never before has had so many credible sources all align themselves on one date for the end of the world. Most commonly associated with the date of 2012 is the ending of the Mayan calendar. Without much argument, the calendar ends December 21st, 2012, and it is based on cosmic cycles. However, the Maya are not the only ancient culture to point out this time period. There is the Egyptian Great Pyramid that is said to be a calendar running up around the date of 2012, as well as the I Ching that can also be used as an ancient calendar. These are not the only ones, but I think the point is made. To the ancient peoples, the centering of the first morning sun of the winter solstice in the mouth of the dragon is a very sacred time. Mankind's history needs to be called into question, as men have changed very little over the past 125,000 years, but in accounting has only been able to compile a 8 to 10,000 year written history record. Across the globe, a blackout in human history comes at about 10,500 before the Common Era. Throughout many cultures, before this time is only found mythological record of even more ancient worlds and destructive epics. It seems clear we're in a cycle. Besides the ancient people and their calendars, there are other pointers to this date. Such credible seers as Nostradamus, Edgar Cayce, and many, many others. Nostradamus spoke very clearly in his letter to Caesar, his son. That is the opening document of his book. In that letter, he told that the majority of the major cataclysms that he foretold would happen shortly after the year 2000. He also foretold that if the world events did not change enough, there would be other books found. And in 1994, Nostradamus' lost book was found. Edgar Cayce speaks openly about this time period and its changes. Most notably, he speaks about the global poles shift. Dynamically, there is Saint Malachi, a man who lived about 800 years ago and was delivered a vision of 111 popes from his time until the judgment spoken about in the book of Revelations. Now, each pope was a man, and each man's lifespan being an unknown, this basically worked out to be a random number generator. If each pope lived 2 months longer or shorter, then this prophecy would never have aligned itself with the date of 2012. So it is far more than just chance that the 111th numbered pope, the last pope on the numbered list, was elected in time for the 2012 phenomenon. The book of Revelation gives 2 cosmic signs to watch out for. One happened August 18th, 1999, and is known as the Great Cross. It was the gateway to the end times. The second is the woman about to give birth, with the dragon poised to eat her newborn. With a deeper understanding of this symbolism, reveals that the woman and the birth is the old and new world, and the dragon is the understanding of the band of stars that marks our galactic disk, most commonly known as the Milky Way. It should be understood that the term world, when translated, means age of men, otherwise known as civilization. The misunderstanding of the world as planet is false. Now, I have just offered a handful of the over 36 prophecies, all pointing at 2012. Now, although each one can be argued on its merits, the sheer quantity pointing at 2012 requires any mind to stop and ponder why.